It's 21 after 8, 21 after 7 in Brisbane. A special anniversary has been marked overnight. 60 years since My Fair Lady opened on Broadway. The first performance was on March 15, 1956.
I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more.
Oh, you hear that and you beg for more, don't you? It ran for 2,717 performances, a record at the time. Well, My Fair Lady's coming to Australia in a season that opens on August 30, and to book you just call 9318-8200 or go to myfairladymusical.com.au. It's a joint production between Opera Australia and one of the great figures in the Australian show business arena, the producer John Frost. Not only a wonderful Australian, but a wonderful bloke. And theatre performers just love Frosty giving them a call and talking to them about their talent and what they can do. But his passion for the show is derived from the fact that he spent the last 5 years working with researchers, travelling the world, looking for everything there is to know about the original production ahead of the Australian season. But it's a love affair that goes back further than 5 years. It goes back to when he was 8 years of age. He went from Adelaide to Melbourne with his mother to see the original Australian production. Marvellous stuff. 1959. He's on the line. Frosty, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Alan?
I'm well. I love that newspaper article that said, in part, you see a scrappy 9-year-old housing commission kid putting on a show in his suburban Adelaide backyard, stage curtains on the washing line, his stutter-prone Aunt Mary singing The Rain in Spain from My Fair Lady. And that's Frosty at his beginning.
That you're spot on. I played Higgins. She could never get the words out. So, I just threw my arms up in the air. It was a family joke with Mary. She was terrific. God rest her soul.
But isn't it wonderful where it's taken you? I mean, people sort of think you automatically have arrived at your destination, but you haven't. I mean, at 13, you're a tray boy selling lollies in the Regent Theatre in Adelaide.
That's right, and it's got to come, I think, for any business or anything that you do, you've got to love what you do, and it makes life a lot easier when you have that passion and that drive, because nothing sort of gets in your way.
No. And then at 15 you said you were rattling across the Nullarbor, $30 in your pocket, in hot pursuit of a dream.
Well, that's right, yeah. I was working for J.C. Williamson's with the musical Mame, and I left school at 15 and couldn't wait to get out. And look, these days you can't do it, but it was great. I've been very blessed and I've been very lucky.
I know, but now you're right at the top of the tree in a sense. You've just been described as Frosty the Showman, Australia's Cameron McIntosh. How do you do this? You've got to come up with the idea for a show. You've then got to put together the cast and the creatives and then stage it, then market it. It's a big job and a big risk.
Well, it is, and you're responsible for other people's money, because it's all the money comes from individual investors out there, no different to any business. So you've got to go out and source millions of dollars to put these things on. For instance, Fair Lady, which is a co-production between myself and Opera Australia, that's going to cost around $7 million. So we've each got to raise $3.5 million to get this thing on, and I have to say it's going to be quite spectacular. I've seen the photographs and the models.
I tell you what, you've got to write a book though, because you can tell some funny stories. We haven't got time for that here, but
no. I got some great ones for you and Annie.
That's enough. What about Debbie Reynolds? No, we won't go down that track. But Dame Julie Andrews, I mean, that's a big coup.
Yeah, well, look, we asked her agent, and I was lucky enough to bring her out a few years back with her one-woman show, and she jumped on board and absolutely threw it. And of course, I knew it would be, I personally knew it was a good idea, but I had no idea the international news that it would stir up in London's West End and in New York. So they're all looking at this production at the end of the year, and hopefully, if we get it right and we don't muck it up, it'll have an international tour.
Amazing. I mean, I love the story where you said that you'd be standing in a dressing room when you brought her out here. Yeah. She'd be ironing a dress, and you're saying, hang on, that's Mary Poppins, that's Maria von Trapp, standing right there. This is royalty, and it is, isn't it?
Well, it is, because we were all brought up with her. We've all grown up with her, and there she is. And what's wonderful about her is that she's everything that you wish she would be, but she's more. There's absolutely no pretense there. Very uncomplicated woman.
Wonderful stuff. Now, is the casting done?
The casting's done, but we've got one more. We still don't have an Eliza, which is the role that, for the leading lady, but we're still hoping for that. And, your name did come up during the whole casting process and that, but I thought it was time to sort of, at least give an actor a go and not offer it to you. And I knew you wouldn't be offended, but...
and this bloke calls himself a friend. You're kidding me. But look, they're wonderful memories from all those years ago. Glorious music. My Fair Lady, listen to this.
What made it so exciting? Why, all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he...
Oh, Frosty, thanks a lot and good luck, my friend.
Thanks, Alan. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Julie Andrews now directing My Fair Lady. And you just go to myfairladymusical.com.au or call 9318 8200. It will be sensational.